From Brookside to Hollyoaks, Sir Phil Redmond, the man who gave Channel 4 its two most prominent soaps, is no stranger to tackling difficult issues on screen. But how about this for a plot twist off screen?
Channel 4's job in 1980 was to provide a platform for voices, ideas, people that were unable to break through into television. That's done. And they did a fantastic job. I was part of that, and that's done.
Not that he wants to kill off Channel 4, but as TV bosses gather for Edinburgh's annual TV festival, he believes they urgently need to talk about mergers.
The BBC is in a position where no bureaucracy ever deconstructs itself. We've got two public service broadcasters, BBC and Channel 4, both owned by the government, both owned by us, the taxpayers. And so what they're trying to do now is survive, right? You've got Channel 4, it's got about £1 billion coming in a year. If you merge that with the BBC, all the transmission, all the back office stuff, all the technical stuff, all that cash, 400 million probably, could go straight back into budgets, right?
What do people within the industry say to you when you suggest that?
The people with the brains think it's a good idea. The people who've got the jobs and the expense accounts think it's horrendous.
How feasible is it? Convincing people might be the bigger barrier, but he claims practically you could pull it off in a week.
You can just merge Channel 4 and BBC. We could do it now. Very simple. It's all about keyboards and switches. So I think the step forward now is to say to Channel 4, yeah, you've got a kind of unique brand, and then say to them, don't worry about the money. Just go out and do what you used to do. Upset people.
With charter renewal talks underway to determine the BBC's future funding, Sir Phil says an alternative to the licence fee could be charging people to download BBC apps on their phones.
25 million licence fees, roughly 90 million mobile phones. So if you put a small levy on each mobile phone contract, you could reduce the actual cost of the licence fee right down, right? Right? And then it could just be tagged onto VAT, and you wouldn't have to worry about all that legality and criminality and single mothers being thrown in jail and all this kind of nonsense.
Arguably the biggest show in the first half of 2025 wasn't on a public broadcaster, but a streaming service, Netflix's Adolescence.
It was inevitable it would end up on a streaming service because the ambition's been killed by the instinct to survive. You get things that actually hit home to a home audience, a domestic audience, that will get the numbers, which it did. I didn't actually watch the whole thing because, to be honest, we shot it in Brookie 30 years ago. The Anthony and Imelda storyline.
Nowadays, he says TV bosses are too scared of being fined by Offcom, and that's meant soaps aren't going as far as they should.
But dare I say it, there needs to be an intellectual foundation to it all about what are they talking about. The benefits thing, immigration, all these things are massive, but they're live and they're actually really relevant subjects for drama. The majority of the people know the benefit system's broken, needs to be fixed, because they see themselves living on an estate. They're getting by with a 10, 12-year-old car. And then there's some bloke down the road who knows how to fill a form in. He's driving around in a 65k BMW, right? And it's kind of, so those debates would be really great to bring out on TV. And that's why they're missing a trick.
Some of TV's biggest bosses are slated to speak up in Edinburgh, but Redmond isn't convinced they're listening.
They will go where the perceived wisdom is, where the industry's going. The fact that the industry's taking a wrong turn needs somebody else to come along and go, wait, get back that way.
Yeah, you're not tempted. Can't persuade you back that way.
Sir Phil Redmond, one of the few established names within the industry, brave enough to suggest a different vision.
I could go on all day.
Katie Spencer, Sky News.